It's the last week of Ramadan, it's a lonely, rainy weekend, and we're craving some next level street food. So, what do? We hit the road and take a 3 hour journey from Canberra to Sydney to experience one of the most famous Ramadan food markets, Lakemba Ramadan Nights. And let me tell you, this place is an absolute food paradise. But getting there, that's a whole adventure on its own. Buckle up because this is going to be a ride filled with delicious food, crazy parking struggles, and some of the best flavors you'll ever experience. Let's go. So, we packed our bags, grabbed our umbrellas, and hit the road from Canberra. It was a cold, rainy night, but that only made the idea of hot, sizzling street food even more exciting. If you've ever driven from Canberra to Sydney, you know it's a pretty long ride, about 3 hours, but trust me, the thought of juicy kebabs, crispy samosas, and that legendary Lebanese knaf kept us going. After hours on the road, we finally made it to Lakemba, but guess what? Parking was a total nightmare. Almost every single street was packed, cars circling around like sharks looking for a spot. After what felt like forever, we somehow managed to squeeze into a spot. Victory. But trust me, if you're ever planning to visit Lakemba Ramadan nights, either come super early or just be ready to walk a lot. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, food time. The entire street is alive with flavors, smells, and energy. Lakemba completely transforms during Ramadan. Normally, it's just a quiet suburb, but during this time, it turns into one of the biggest and most famous Ramadan food markets in Australia. People from all over Sydney and even other cities come here to eat, celebrate, and just soak in the festive vibes. Now let's talk about the real stars of the night, the food. Fresh off the grill, smoky, juicy, and packed with spices, the chicken Sikh kebabs were an absolute must try. The Lebanese shawarma, thinly sliced meat wrapped in fluffy bread and loaded with garlic sauce, was pure heaven. The Indian biryani, with its fragrant rice and tender meat, was bursting with flavor and the kind of dish that warms your soul. The Turkish gozlim was crispy on the outside, cheesy on the inside, and hands down one of the best street foods out there. The Malaysian satay skewers, covered in peanut sauce and grilled to perfection, were packed with flavor. And then there was the Lebanese Knafeh, sweet, cheesy, crispy, and covered in syrup, the perfect dessert to end the night. Honestly, there were so many options, it was almost impossible to decide, but we made sure to try as much as possible before rolling back to the hotel. After stuffing ourselves with way too much food, we finally dragged ourselves to the hotel, completely satisfied but absolutely exhausted. The next morning, we woke up still dreaming about that food, but with happy hearts and full bellies, it was time to head back home. So, was the 3 hour drive worth it? Absolutely. If you've never been to Lakemba Ramadan Nights, you need to add this to your bucket list. Whether you're fasting or just a foodie, this place is all about community, culture, and insanely good food. So tell me, what's your ultimate street food favorite? Drop it in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon because we've got more food adventures coming your way. Until next time, stay hungry and keep exploring.